Oh, sorry, I was just watching Black Panther. Hello everyone, I'm Blake Childress, and I'm that one filmmaker, and I just watched Black Panther. Now, let's talk about it. So, I'm not going to talk about the politics and racial shit involved with this movie. I could care less. I just want to talk about the movie. So, let's start with the director, Ryan Coogler. He actually did a really good job with this movie. The only other movie I saw from him was Creed. That movie was really good. I think his style from Creed actually translated well over to this movie. I kind of could tell that it was actually directed by him. But overall, he did a really good job with this movie. The shots were really good. The writing was really good. The acting was pretty good for the most part. I'll go into it later. But yeah, he did a good job, and I remember I saw an article that said that he actually really wanted to make this movie because back then he always wanted a black superhero, and he eventually figured out it was Black Panther, and he made a movie about it. But let's talk about the basics. So the acting. Like I said, the acting was like pretty good. It wasn't perfect. It was mainly because Chadwick Boseman. I thought his performance was good. He looked really good in the parts, but basically sometimes I couldn't even tell what he was saying. Sometimes it's like he could say, because he talks American. It's just that for this movie and for the part, he talked with a dialect. So he could just say, "Let's get to the train," but he instead goes for, "Let's get to the train." I mean, it's not as bad as that, but the dialect was a little bit off sometimes. I couldn't understand it. This isn't a problem with the movie. It's not even really a problem with the acting. It's just something subjective that I didn't really like. But overall, the acting was really good. I like the guy that played Claw. He was really fucking weird as shit. He was kind of like the Marvel Joker. Well, it wasn't that amazing, but it was somewhere near that sort of deal. Michael B. Jordan was actually really good in this. I have no idea why he was in this movie, though. I guess Ryan Coogler was like, "Oh, well, you were in Creed, so why don't you be in Black Panther?" Yeah, overall, the acting was pretty good. I think the only parts where they kind of stumbled was the comedic parts, which overall, the comedic parts of this movie were fucking horrible, if I'm gonna be honest. I hated almost all the comedic parts of this movie, because I know that Marvel, they don't take this whole thing seriously, comic book stuff. They're taking it a little bit more seriously as it goes on with, like, Infinity War, but they always have jokes to lighten up the movie for, like, the kids, I guess. But with this movie, it was horrible. A lot of it was visual gags. Like, there was one part where, like, a car broke, and then you think, like, the person that's in it is dead, but they, like, go down the hill and they're in, like, the car seat. I thought that was pretty dumb. I think I had, like, a chuckle, but I thought it was really fucking dumb. There's just weird parts where, like, a character might say something like, "Oh, are you leaving yet?" Like, while there's a serious moment going on. I don't know if that was supposed to be funny, but if it wasn't funny at all. And the absolute worst joke in the movie overall was the "what are those" line. I'm not joking here, but that was one of the most disgusting lines in cinema history I've ever even heard. I don't know why it's in the movie. I don't know if it was Ryan Coogler's choice. I'm pretty sure it was just a Marvel producer like, "Hey, dude, we gotta put in some fucking meme to make the movie better." I don't know why I'm using this voice, but they're just like, "Hey, just put in fucking what are those?" Why? You could have just put in another shitty joke. Like, I would have been fine with another visual gag, but they, out of all the jokes that they had to pull from, they got, what are those? 10 out of 10, 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Oh! So far, let's just have a recap. Directing was good. The acting was good for the most part. The jokes were not good at all. Like I said, the writing is pretty good, like, overall, compared to most Marvel movies. Because, like, if you take out the jokes, overall it's very interesting. Because I could tell that they had passion in trying to make Wakanda just like a normal African nation that was like rich with vibranium or whatever. The only other thing I can think is really important to talk about is the visual effects. The visual effects of this movie are actually really fucking good. They're actually probably the best in the MCU that I've seen so far, because I like watching the stuff that's in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 and like Thor Ragnarok. I mean, I didn't really like Thor Ragnarok, but the visual effects were pretty good. And that's because those were really bright and colorful and that sort of deal. And then with like the movies that take place on Earth, like Captain America, Iron Man, fucking Avengers, they have like a little bit more like bland-ish. But that's just because it's Earth. The thing about Black Panther was that they got the colors of, you know, the space movies, the universe movies, and then they mixed them with like the Earth elements and put them together. And that's all I got out of the visual effects. It looks really good. You'd have to see it to believe it. I'm not going to say anything like, I recommend you see this in IMAX and 3D glasses. It enhances the film experience. You don't need to see it in fucking anything. Just go see a basic 2D version and you'll have a pretty good time. To close off this video, I give Black Panther a good 8.5 out of 10. Acting was pretty good. The writing was pretty good. The directing was really good. The visual effects were amazing. And everything was pretty good overall. The only two problems that I could actually think of would be that the climax felt a little, I don't know, I felt like there should have been an extra 10 minutes or something. I know that the movie's already pretty long, but I just felt like after, spoiler alert, Michael B. Jordan's character, Eric Killmonger, is that what it says? Yeah, Eric Killmonger, after he dies, I felt like the movie still had like 10 minutes to go. But no, that was pretty much the end of the conflict of the movie, which just felt really dumb. I thought that they could have fought for like maybe a couple more minutes. And it's because like they don't fight for long. Like Black Panther and Killmonger, they only like fight for at least like 6-7 minutes. Like they make it seem like they fought for like 15 minutes, but that was just Killmonger fighting like a bunch of guards. Which doesn't count, of course. But let's just say they should have made the climax and the actual like fight between them a little longer. And of course, I explained that the humor was the worst part of this movie. The "what are those" line almost made me walk out of the theater. But overall, I give Black Panther a 8.5 out of 10. I recommend seeing it. Don't expect to walk into this movie thinking that your life is going to be changed. It's not. It's going to be a fairly entertaining movie for most. I wouldn't recommend this to everyone on planet Earth, but it's a pretty good movie. So, thank you guys so much for watching my review of Black Panther. And regarding future videos, it's very like slim. I'm thinking of doing something for the Oscars. I have no idea right now. I'm trying to figure out what I can do for a garbage video. It's kind of hard to find actual like movies to do. I want to try and review good movies like I did with La La Land. And I'm thinking about the revisitations that I'm going to have for It Comes at Night and 13 Reasons Why. But overall, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next fucking review. Marvel material.